I'm going to make a boring bar holder out of this block of steel, but I want to make sure that it is laying flat on the tool rest. So I'm going to remove a bit of material in the middle, and to do that I'm now going to make a scraper. Here are the ingredients for the scraper I'm going to make. A piece of square stainless stock, 15 millimeters, an old hacksaw blade that I also used to make that part of tool for the wood lathe, and some homegrown oak to be used as a handle. I have no idea how long I should make this, so this is basically a gamble. So now I'm going to grind a slit in here about a centimeter deep. Well, looks like I need to widen it up a bit. I'm happy with the slot. It fits the hacksaw blade, so now I have to drill a hole through here, and this is stainless, so we might lose a drill bit today. It might help if I tighten up the chuck a little. Perfect. Now this side needs to be drilled to 6 mm and this thin side to 5 mm, and then I'm gonna tap a M6 thread in there. So I made a stupid mistake and now I'm using M8. Threading stainless is the perfect way to fuck up your taps. Stage 1 completed. Stage 2 done. Done. Perfect. Almost perfect. It looks okay. Now I'm going to turn this side of the tool round. It's not really precisely indicated, but that doesn't really matter. I want to leave these sides flat, so when I epoxy it into the wooden handle, there's no chance it will ever turn. I'll take off a bit more so it will fit easily inside a hole made with a 16 mm drill. Time to make a handle, and for this I'm going to use the Ramator lathe, and this will be the first time I'm using this machine. I apologize for the noise you're about to hear, because this thing is loud. Especially now that it runs from a VFD drive. I would have liked to go outside and use the €10 flea market lathe, but it's raining again. Just made a longer tool rest, especially for this project. Here comes the noise. It's especially bad around 40 Hz where the cabinet starts to resonate. Well, I'm not going to film making the handle. The camera will get all dusty, so I will show you the end result. This is the second handle I made, and just like the first, the hole isn't on center. The drill just starts to walk. I could really use a steady rest for drilling holes, because holding it by hand just isn't good enough. Anyway, I don't feel like making a third handle, so I'm going to glue the scraper in place now. The handle is glued on with some polyester epoxy, and that went reasonably well. The ferrule was a bit loose on here, but everything got filled up with polyester epoxy, so it's now glued tightly in place. Although the ferrule is sitting a bit higher than it is supposed to be, so you can see the polyester epoxy here, which isn't a big deal. It's a tool, not a work of art. So now I'm going to make a cutter that will fit in here from that old hacksaw blade. Let's see how this fits. I think I have to grind in a slot here, so it will bend down a little easier. I ended up making another blade out of a thicker hacksaw. I ground the cutting edge into a radius, and I used a stone to sharpen it. Now I'm gonna cut off this bolt and round off this edge here, so I can lower the handle a bit more when using the tool. So this is what it looks like after grinding, and I think I'm finished. So let's test it out. Hopefully it works, otherwise I wasted my Sunday. I don't know, at least I'm removing some metal. I've never done any metal scraping, so I don't have anything to compare this with. It seems to dig in a bit. Well, it does what I wanted to do, but you tell me if this thing is any good. This here is the top slide of my old lathe, and I've been scraping the surface here, trying to get it a little flatter. It really has some high areas around this corner. This is where a normal right-handed cutting tool is supposed to go. What I did is I used a stone and rubbed it over the surface, and then I used the scraper to remove the shiny eye spots. And that's actually pretty hard because this cast iron, it turns to dust. And also the scraper tends to skip over the shiny high spots without doing anything. But in the end I managed to improve things quite a bit. There's much more contact between the block of steel and the top slide. You can feel there is more drag, and this side doesn't come up anymore when I press it down on this side. There's still room for improvement, but I had enough for today. Well, at least this wasn't another wasted Sunday. To be continued.